I bet I'm the oldest person here, right? Anybody older than 90, put up their hand. Oh, you're not older than 90. Are you? He's fooling me. Well, I'm almost 90. I'm weeks away from it, or months or whatever. But when I look out at you all, I feel like it's Thanksgiving and I'm looking at my 8-child family and their 13 grandchildren, and they're all waiting for me to say something, that they want to hear. And I'm not sure I feel like I'm with a big family, but that somehow you're all my children, which is ridiculous. But it's kind of an amazing feeling because when I started, and Ricky and I would make films that we could shoot in one day. That's what we were allowed the amount of film for. And people would say, "Why are you doing this? The theaters aren't going to run them, and television, you can't even get anybody on the phone." And we had no answer, but we couldn't stop doing it. It was like an itch. And I think that when I think of people that along the way sort of saw that we were in need of help and helped us, and I think of people not longer here, like Francis Thompson and Ricky Leacock and Gypsy and Stritchie. All these are people that took me into their lives. I had this camera on my shoulder, but they dealt with me as if I were a friend, and that was such an important thing. And then Al and I set out to explore Russia, which at the time nobody was much interested in exploring. I don't know why. I thought when we brought back our film, we would be mobbed by people who wanted to see it, and nobody wanted to see it. So it went into a drawer and stayed there for years. But the fact is that the one thing that we sort of saw was that trying to make films about people with cameras that were silent, dead, you had to wind them up and put a 100-foot roll in them, was not going to do it. We needed a camera that you could walk out on the streets or onto the stage at the opera. You could go anywhere with it, and it would record exactly what you saw, and it would not lie, which was an amazing thing. When you think somebody invented a device that wouldn't lie, imagine if you'd done this 500 years ago. They had been excommunicated. But the fact is that sort of got us started, and Ricky and I set ourselves a goal when we worked for Drew of figuring out how to squeeze as much money out of time and life that we could in order to keep a machine shop we had going with Mitch Bogdanovich, building various models of this camera until we got one that worked. And then the thing that happened that was it still amazes me, was one day somebody called up and said, I want to come see you, I'm looking for a job. And you know who walked into my office? And we had no job. I was about to go bankrupt. So I was kind of looking for a job myself. But I thought I must never let her leave this office. And I never did. And that was such an amazing thing for me. Because it wasn't just that I somehow wanted to what I needed, it's hard to describe. My body language doesn't tell it quite truthfully. But the fact is that she was gorgeous then and still is, so that was a given. But the fact was that I needed a partner. And Al was a partner for me in Russia, and we were like two runaway children there, and we had such a great time. Everything was kind of amazing to us, and we went all over the place. We would take the train, which we understood for a long time was free, So we never paid for the tickets. And later on, somebody told me, oh, you're supposed to go through this little system of getting tickets. But anyway, we just adored Russia because it let us do anything we wanted. And when I saw, when Chris came in looking for a job, actually, I think she was looking for a camera, but we don't think about that now. But I saw somebody that I could, Fraser's giving me the cutoff. No, that I got that at the academy. Oh, I see. Well, the thing that was, I know, Pennebaker has more friends he wants to thank. But the thing was that I realized that she was somehow knew something about making films that I didn't know, and I needed to know. So she was the partner that I had been looking for all my life. So that was an important thing. And, you know, when I think about it, I feel like our friend Sam Moore would say, there's Sam now, that Sam Moore would say, I be blessed.
Thank you.
Oh.